No, you're not single. You're actually married. uh, Alone. Yes, you're alone. Or the
Alone,
only.
alone.
Yes, the only student.
Well,
Yeah, well, recently I've had classes with Dima only.
okay.
Yeah, nobody came. No, no.
Several mm, several days ago I went to country
Oh,
and
out of town.
out of town, and there wasn't internet access.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So
now,
that's a good excuse to be
yes,
absent from our lessons. So how are things? How's life treating you?
okay, but I think um I begin miss again from my wife leave
Uh-huh.
me.
Of course. That's just, you know, natural. And it's quite inevitable too.
Inevitable.
Inevitable. You cannot escape it.
It's root vita. Vita.
Yes,
Vita in
inevitable. Exactly. That's something that will happen no matter what. So sooner or later, you just start missing your wife.
yes.
So when will be the next time you'll meet again?
I think we need to wait several months, 3 months. Every 3 4 months we met.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like
Physical meet, but virtual meeting every evening,
yeah,
every
sure.
every full day when it's holiday we spend talking by Skype.
You mean weekend?
Weekends, yes.
Yeah, because we don't have so many holidays, you know.
Weekends.
Yes.
And she took from 4 May to 8 May. It's a work day, but she took it for holidays, and we spent in in total 11 days. Include national holidays like 9 May
Yeah,
and
the 9th of May.
First May. And spent a lot of time and collect some money.
Uh-huh. Right. Yeah, that was great. So, and today's topic is about weddings. And I think you have some stories to share about them. So, first of all, I would like to send you some words. There are not so many of them this time, just a few. But I don't know where I shall send them again, as usual. Hey, come back. Don't leave me alone. Life is hard. Great. So, who shall I speak about the weddings with? Too bad.
Sorry, disconnection, but
Yeah.
I fastly prepare it.
Yeah,
You
repaired.
know, when you have a long distance to access point and you um, haven't access to
Haven't
this.
gotten
No,
it.
no, no. Haven't access. I mean, as engineer or administrator.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And when I lose this access, I can't do nothing to repair. But here I have several access points where can I connect my tablet.
Yeah, where I can connect. Okay. Well, that's good news. You
Yes.
can reestablish the connection if something happens
Yes.
again.
The topic is about wedding.
Yes.
But what does it mean about wedding process story or um, per wedding days? Oh,
Yeah, well, the wedding day itself, what precedes this day and what comes after. It's just today we speak generally about the ceremony, about some specific features, and just your emotions, because you have had this experience, and
yes.
I have only been like the maid of honor a couple of times. So, but that's all experience I had, and I've never been a bride. I don't feel like I want to be one, actually.
Okay. Dima, hello.
Hi everybody.
Hey,
How are you today?
how are you today?
I'm fine. How about you?
Well, getting by. Everything's fine. We're not just you and me today, we have more.
Yeah.
There are more of us.
Yes, it's good idea. It's good news.
Yeah, good news. So things are looking up for us.
Oh,
We speak about wedding
wedding.
process, and
Yeah.
I think I'm a person who we need to listen.
Yes, of course, because you have the first-hand information. So we're all ears.
Oh,
Right.
I can say that it's unusual day, um, bec wedding day. Uh, I got up early, um, dressed. We had wedding ceremony in summer, in June last year, and it's hot, even in morning in St. Petersburg. And I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's unusual for me. Usually I'm mm, wake up wake up in 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I start to sit down, and think um, about our future, about our days nowadays, and thought about our story. Um, Personally, I'm a romantic man, and our story, oh, love story with Mary, was full of romantics.
Romance.
Romance. We start to speak and talk
You
several
mean
years ago.
go out? Or
What?
okay.
No.
Sorry.
We meet
We met.
and we met in internet space. Internet is, it was a story. It's an unusual story. When I was working in Moscow several years, and here all my family in Moscow live. My brothers, my parents, and I think, and I lost 1 or 2 years without English experience, and I think that it will be good to start again practice English. And Dima, you know.
You know what?
Dima, you should know.
Yes.
Just, can you continue?
I don't know, Alex.
Alex, come back. He has already disappeared once today.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a very intriguing story. We would like to listen to the continuation. Well, while we are waiting, maybe we can look at the words. Do you know all of them?
Yeah, but for example, priest, I know. So, Alex, repeat your question, please.
Do you know site like Habra?
Of course.
And there were an article about social network, English social network, like I remember. Sorry, I forget this.
You can say it skipped my mind.
Or it's maybe it's social network like Busu, yes?
Where we can study English. Not like Одноклассник or ВКонтакте. To practice and study English.
Oh, I don't know about.
Well, there are so many of them.
Yeah, yes.
No.
Yes. Maybe.
Forgot. Several seconds. We have a live journal, and I there wrote about.
What is ushers?
Oh, ushers are people who just show you your place, where to sit if you're a guest
And
at the wedding.
like in Russian, швейцар?
Well, kind of проводник, so it's special people. They work at theaters too, theaters, cinemas sometimes.
Who sometimes just open the door, yes?
Yeah, and they usually help you to find your seat. And if the performance has already started, they can just lead you to the place.
It's like a kind of service, yes, in theater.
Yeah.
So, groomsman, flower girl. Who is it?
The flower girl is the girl, usually it's some relative. she's going along the aisle in the church and throws flower petals on the floor before the bride appears. So just scatters the flower petals around.
So I know about a situation when many girls just catch some bouquet of flowers, and after that, they
She will be
don't marry.
married in future.
No,
Yeah, that's like some sort of prediction, or
yeah, but sometimes it's not true actually.
well, it's usually not true.
In my before our wedding, I catch an
Caught.
got
Caught. Catch, caught, caught.
caught a little thing on the
Yeah, well,
on the bride foot of
yeah, it's some sort of band, I think.
band
Yeah.
on our friend's wedding, and next wedding will be
What
was our
ours? Yes. Well, it works in your case. And did you have a stag party or stag night?
Before wedding?
Yes.
No, we haven't, but I planned such strange. What does it mean? Repeat again, please, this word.
It's a stag party or stag night.
Stag night. I want to play football with my friends in this course of my wedding ceremony, wedding party, but it was hard to meet and collect them to collect a full team, football team, two football team, and I decided that when we arrived from honeymoon, I realized that idea, but then we went to Moldova with my wife, and I think it will be in future, maybe.
Yeah, but it won't be a real stag night, because stag nights, well, they are organized before the wedding. I mean, the idea of them.
And Alex, where have you been in your honeymoon?
Yeah, where did you go to?
In Turkey.
In Turkey.
I got social network where we meet with my wife.
Oh.
And we start talking about study English, practice English. We wrote each other in a whole 1 month, and then I decided, without any contacts, any Skype, any ICQ and phones conversation, only chat, English chat on this site, and then I decided that I must change something, and bought a ticket to St. Petersburg and met here.
Actually, English united us, yes?
Yes, absolutely.
And
That sounds great.
I
Connecting people.
yes, and I can drop you our story, full version of our story in live journal. But
yeah, that would be nice of you.
it's in Russian, but it's our beginning with Mary, and we turn back to wedding day. I got up early, sat down and think about different things, happy things, and went to her house, her mother house, to get my wife, my future wife. I got there alone, bought beautiful roses, long and red roses, and went to her. But you know, all of us know about traditions like vykup.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of plans on this day, and I got my wife without vykup.
Yeah, without this bailing out. I don't know how it's called. It's our tradition. So you didn't bail her out.
When we meet, we firstly go to a photo session before our ceremony.
Yeah, photo session is okay.
Photo session. We went to unusual place. It was a first railway station in Russia. It's Vitebsky railway station on the Pushkin metro station. It's a beautiful place in St. Petersburg. It's a station among St. Petersburg and Tsarskoye Selo.
You mean between?
Between. It's the first railways in Russia in 1886, and we took a lot of photo there, and then we returned. We back to our guests and our parents, our relatives, and they were waiting us on we're waiting.
Yeah, they were waiting for us.
For us on the ceremony building, wedding ZAGS. What does it mean?
Oh, that's a good question. So that's just registry or registration office.
Registration office. When I and then we start. It's a good story. Before my wedding, I never think that when you say yes and write down a ceremony official document, wedding
Marriage certificate.
marriage certificate. You already married because you go to before when guests wait. You go to special department where you give your passport, and we write our agreement, and then when a ceremony starts, you receive ready ceremony certificate.
Yeah, so a ready prepared document.
A ready prepared document.
So that's like a formality.
Yes, it's only formality.
So, and Alex, and how do you know that you have got to get married? How do you know that you ready for marriage, for get married?
Yeah, that you are ready to get married.
Yes.
How do you know? How can you understand this? It's a difficult question again.
Dima, we live together with Mary about 2 years together.
Had lived
together about 2 years, and we knew we had time to knew each other.
Yeah,
and
to
I decided
get to know each other.
I see.
And I decided to do this step.
Yes.
Right.
Because she has a lot of positive qualities, abilities, and
Talents.
And I love her.
Well, that's the most important point.
Of course.
And did you feel nervous?
Respect her.
Yeah, I mean, did you feel nervous?
I feel nervous when I felt nervous while I was saying yes. And after these words, I took her hand, and we
just relax.
we smile, and then official officer said, "You may kiss each other," and then we start relax, yes, and receive a lot of positive emotion and energy from our guests, and from our relatives. A lot of flowers, relatives.
How many people were in your wedding?
About
Dima, you ask very tricky questions today.
So it's a special question for married men.
Yes, he's the only married man here today, so
yes,
we've got a lot of questions.
Sometimes it's interesting.
Yeah, well, it's always interesting.
So
I have just witnessed weddings. I mean, I've been a guest. I've been like the maid of honor, but that's it.
So, and I probably prepare for my friend's wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and it will be maybe after 6 months or one
In
year.
6 months.
Yes, or 1 year. I don't know now, but I think it will be.
Mm-hmm. So,
And
are you going to be the best man?
yes, maybe I like I will be like groomsman. Yes, it's
Oh, yeah. Well, groomsman is someone. It's
and
like a friend. Just
I understood. Yeah, maybe I will be like best man. Yes.
yeah. So
Mhm.
it's like on the girl's side we have the maid of honor, and on the male's part
Yes,
it's
actually, he's my friend from university. He's
he's been my friend. Hmm.
yes, he's been my friend, and he is a very good man. And so it's one of my good friends.
Hmm.
Yes,
And
and
when oh
Alex,
Yes,
I repeat my question for you.
about 40 persons
What?
in about 40 in St. Petersburg. It's a middle usual stuff,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but mm, I want to say about next steps after wedding official ceremony. We went to with our guests went to park. It's in St. Petersburg, Moskovsky district. There a big wide park. Its name Park Победы, a park of
victory.
victory, and there a lot of uh, space, and we repeat several parties. One of them were a football game. My
Play
wife,
football.
we play football. Yes, I I made from сетка
From the net.
Net.
net. I bought earlier net, and several guys of our friends stand and took this net, and my wife were goalkeeper. I got перчат,
The gloves.
gloves, football gloves, and gave her, and she was a goalkeeper. I was an forward, and my friends, several of my friends were like protection, her protection, and I. Mm, mm, no, we played football and have a photo session.
Did you score?
I scored several times for photo to photograph. We haven't video story or video operator. We hadn't. Only photo maker or
Photographer.
photographer. Then we had a beautiful romantic place, a tree, and my wife like stars on the tree, and we take beautiful photos. Then party continue in not ceremony, but банкетный зал.
Yeah, well, it was like a reception.
And after reception we go to we before 1 month before we went with my wife to
Well, at that time she was your fiancée, you know, fiancé.
Okay, we went with Mary to several parties like wedding, where wedding firms show wedding
firms, you mean companies?
Companies. Wedding companies show their service, and there was конкурс.
A competition.
There was a lot of competition. Mary with her girlfriends were walking to choose dress, wedding dress. I was standing in the queue, in the line to this. In the line to this competition, and we get a certificate on the Lux Hotel, Lux number, and
it's like luxury suite or room.
Luxury, and several hours on the Lux car, and after, and it was true. It's not обман.
Well, cheating or.
And after our wedding party, we on the Lux car, Audi A8, white horse.
Yeah, so it was like a premium class car.
Premium class car went to our luxury hotel and spent beautiful romantic night. And you know, a lot of speaks that first tradition, that first thing that just married do is money. They
count the money.
They count the money, but we didn't count money. We had a romantic night.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the couple. So.
And we dance while wedding party. We dance медляк.
Yeah, well, some slow
dance,
or slow
dance on the I can start some several seconds of I mean song. Yemin.
Did you understand?
Maybe it's wedding song for
Yeah, well, they are different. They can be different.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's a great story. I'm really happy to have Alex here because he's got first-hand experience.
Yes.
I hope he'll be back shortly because actually the time of our lesson is
Yes.
almost up.
Yeah.
Oh, he is.
Guys, you didn't hear a song?
No.
We didn't. We lost you again. This is what we did.
I said it because in application in contact. Don't cry. Emin, a beautiful story song.
Don't cry.
Don't cry. Sounds sad.
Yeah, so it's a song. Don't you cry tonight. Dun, 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 dun. No, it's not like this. No.
We will never know. Yeah.
I can't start this song because when I start, I lose connection with our chat.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful romantic song, and we take our поставили put our
Your dance, wedding dance.
Oh, you mean you had rehearsed it? You had practiced before?
practice before, not with a teacher, and there were several elements like ice skating without go on the cycle and кружить.
Yeah, well.
В общем, я кружил, и она подпрыгивала, я ее ловил.
So it's acrobatic dance. It's
Yeah,
not slow dance.
Yeah, but that's again unusual.
Like in Olympic ice skating.
Yeah. So
But
you
without skis.
Without skates.
Yes.
Yes, because
They don't go skiing.
And after our wedding, we went to honeymoon. I told you this story, and after several months, we arrived here in Moldova, and in the country we had a венчание here.
Yeah, well, it's like church ceremony.
Ceremony. And here my parents, after church ceremony, put a wedding party too, and here were about 100 people.
There were
like 100. It's middle to 100. There here a lot wedding ceremony and wedding party consist of a lot of people, about 200, about start on 50, 40. people began, and 100 people guess it's a middle
Middle
for us,
class. Mhm.
here in Moldova.
Right.
But
Well, mhm.
several years ago, where we visit Kazakhstan, our friends suppose us to
Offered.
offered us to have a wedding ceremony there in Kazakhstan.
And there would have been even more people, I guess. Right. Yeah, well, thank you for tonight's conversation, and it was a great story, really. I'm happy we had you today.
Excuse me for my connection lost because it's Wi-Fi.
Come on, you happy man. You have a free Wi-Fi, free internet connection.
And a beautiful
Yes.
wife.
Yes.
So you're happy in all respects, really.
Okay, thank you for listening. Listen my
To
minds, my story.
yeah,
Bye.
it was a great story to listen to.
And you can read about our story, our life there in journal, our journal.
We will.
There are a lot of photos, and we meet more closer, a little closer.
Yes, we will get to know each other a little better, of course.
And
Great. So
I say bye bye, goodbye.
yeah,
My
thank
wife
you.
called me now.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.